Good morning. I'm here at a property in Manchester today, and I'm photographing promotional imagery for this fantastic building. It's been newly refurbed, and I wanted to bring you along and give you some insight into some of the other work that we do here at Hubspoke Media. So the plan today: photography, videography, a range of promotional shots, both photo and video, and then bring it all together in the edit to make sure that we're providing a real nice crisp set of images so that this building can be rented out. It's a fantastic facility. I'm going to tag you along today as I go about my work. So first up is all of the internal shots. I'm going to work my way from inside to out, and I'll keep you updated as we go. So I've just got all my kit in. The first thing I want to show you is this fantastic graphic on the wall here. They've got a coffee area, they've got massive, large office areas for people to work, and it can actually house a whole lot of people in here, such as this room that I'm in here right now. So I'm gonna get the kit ready, put it out of the car, get sorted, let's go. So that's all the kit ready to go. I've got you on camera cam, and I'm going to walk you around. So this right here is my wide lens, and I'm going to take all the wide shots. What I also find is it's good to have a good mix of lenses. So I've got this camera running a wide lens to get those wide expansive shots, but then you want to pull in on the detail using the zoom lens, which I've got set up over here. Let's see how we get on. Now for some zoom lens. All I'm trying to do here is capture accent shots that capture the space. And I'm using more of a shallow depth of field, and I am taking items that are quite often subtle and overlooked, but actually are really important to the overall design of the building. So it's like things like the finish, such as this chair. So being slightly zoomed in or shooting through the space. So I'm shooting zoomed in across the table with the work points there. It's a really important element to kind of give you the leading line. So it's just working out what angles work best for the space that you're in. And sometimes in order to do that, you need to drop your height, because especially in a room like this, you would be sitting in such a space. So here we have the first of the downstairs spaces that I'm going into. It is a rather large office space, to say the least. So the question is, how do you capture such a big space on a wide angle lens? Trial and error. I like shooting diagonals. I usually shoot sort of belly button height to give that perspective, especially when people are sitting in a room, for example. And then I'll use this camera with the zoom lens on to maybe pull some details. I've actually got some pillars to anchor onto, which is great. Sometimes it's really hard to judge size and space when you've got nothing in the room. I'm trying to get that corner coverage here, so I'm right in the corner of the room. And with having the pillars, it does give you something to, because everyone can guess the pillars typically about the size of a person. So actually it does accurately reflect the space, because we don't want to misrepresent space either. So hopefully that conveys across the image. That's really important. So moving on to room 2, this one's even bigger. My camera kit on tripod is all the way down there. This is massive. Upstairs is even bigger. So again, representing that space, really important. You're going to take a few shots on the zoom lens now, compressing in the length of the room. These pillars over here, for example, because sometimes, like I say, being closer actually gives it a bit of representation. And then with this camera on the tripod, I've been shooting a nice wide shot. So as you can see, this space is massive. This room upstairs goes all the way around. I love these windows, fantastic. but the office actually goes all the way around here. So again, I've shot my wide shots already, and now I'm using a tight lens to dial into what we're doing. But as you can see, it just keeps going. I'm going to shoot across the face of this here into the atrium now. So I'm shooting some shots here of the features. It's a lovely first floor landing here. Sorry about the flickering lights. First floor landing, fantastic stairwell. So just getting the wides and the tights of all the sort of the detail and the nice finish that they've put on the building. So there we have it. I've shot all the internal shots, including the video. I've just rattled through and done that. Now I'm going to go outside. My gamble's paid off because that is a blue sky. I had rain when I arrived, so it's always worth checking the weather to see what you're doing and then hope that that forecast stays. So now we're going to do some shots outside and then we're done. So what we're going to do here, the shot is quite wide because of the building, it's like a triangle. So I'm going to stitch the shots together to give us a nice sort of wide angle there, because it's not quite as wide as the GoPro angle you can see here. And also you'll see that we've got the sun there, which will create a nice effect for the HDR image. So I'm now going away from the building to try and shoot a long shot. It's quite a wide building, which can be tricky, especially when you've got the lens on. It's quite wide because it can distort straight lines and things like that. So trying to make sure that the building stays nice and in the middle. So we'll have a go with the zoom lens and see what it looks like shooting through like that. So there you have it really. I'm just doing one last walk out to local transport links, because when you're promoting a business or a location in this case, it's really important. I'm also looking for other angles that I can get to showcase the location. So for example, these flags, I'll try and get a shot on video from the road, and then you're kind of placing that location, which I've talked about, so people understand what they're getting with the transport links. But hopefully you've enjoyed this, it's been useful. Other than that, I hope you like what you've seen. Let us know what you think. See you later.